Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Wednesday, the 1st of November 2023. We'll be breaking down certain strategic sections who are part of close both potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Tuesday, the daily has been extremely bullish, breaking above multiple daily ranges on the left. And as we can see, this is not just the daily range, but this is also the weekly consolidation area. As we can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekly candles ranging within this level. And as we can see, the monthly candle also is coming to a close for October. As we can see, the monthly candle will be closing bullish, forming monthly support around 182.320, closing just within this monthly resistance formed in September 2023. Now to break down the chart and looking at the daily, and this is something actually we were anticipating. The anticipation we've had based on high time frame the last analysis we posted, which was yesterday. We were anticipating for the new weekly candle to retrace, to respect this rejection area, and then break the low, and then we have, let's say, a higher probability for price to continue bearish. Now, obviously, this is going against that idea because price broke above those rejection areas. So, now to break down the chart and dropping down to the daily time frame, the daily will be closing bullish just above these ranges. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here is we have strong bullish momentum within those time frames, like the 4-hour, the daily. So we have the most recent 4-hour support formed all the way down to 181.320. The most recent 4-hour resistance on the left. We have now, obviously, price is trading just within this 4-hour resistance, but the next level we have here is this 4-hour resistance formed around 184.670. And now going back to the recent price action and dropping down to the hourly time frame. Now we have this range on the hourly. So we have the most recent 1 hour decent support, I would say. That's around 183.240. This is actually a big range. Dropping down to the 30-minute time frame. Now we have this 30-minute support around 183.510. And then we're looking at the 50-minute time frame. That's we also have this 50-minute support around 183.470. So now to identify the no trade zone and to look for potential buys and sells as well. So what we're going to do here, since the daily more likely will be closing with hardly no wick at the top. Now we need to allow price some sort of a range for price to consolidate before breaking out the ranges. So what we can see here on the left is we've had this 4-hour resistance formed around 184.670. So potential buys could potentially be above 184.670 above this 4-hour resistance. Potential sells now, here's the thing. So we have this hourly rejection. We have a 30-minute and a 50-minute support within this level. And we also have this 4-hour low. So I would say potential sells could potentially be below 183.470. And this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys. Now going back to the, actually let's have a look on the monthly, since the monthly candle is closing as well. So the first thing we're going to mark up here is we have this monthly high that was formed in September 2023. Dropping down to the weekly time frame, this is a weekly rejection area. Looking at the daily time frame, now on the daily we have this daily resistance formed around 185.370. This is roughly around 71 pip range. Zooming in and dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's have a look. On the 4-hour time frame, what we can see, we have this 4-hour resistance formed around 185.170. And let's have a look on the hourly. We have a same level of resistance. I would say ideally is to have the first target for buys at 185.170, targeting the hourly, which is also the 4-hour resistance formed back on the 6th of September 2023. The second target for buys, now we have this daily resistance that we've identified at 185.370. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. Now within the 4-hour time frame, we have another 4-hour resistance formed around 185.500. Let's have a look on the daily. Yes, 4-hour resistance around 185.500. Dropping down to the hourly time frame. Now we have a previous 1-hour support, and we have those rejection highs that was formed on the hourly time frames. I would say potential target for the second target for buys could potentially be the 4-hour resistance formed around 185.500. And now to look for potential sells and going back to the daily. So what we can see here, obviously, there is a strong bullish momentum, and since the daily will be closing strong bullish, the only thing we are anticipating is to see a pullback for the new daily candle to then break above the high and continue bullish. Now, the other thing we have here is we have a new monthly candle. So now we might see some sort of a retracement on a high time frame, and that retracement would reflect obviously on the low time frame, like the daily basically pulling back. But within how this daily candle's forming, I mean, there's probably going to be a continuation to the upside. So the first thing we can see here is a monthly potential support to be formed around 182.340. Dropping down to the weekly time frame, this is a range on the weekly time frame. Dropping down to the daily, we have a daily previous resistance formed around 182.500. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, that's the same level of resistance. Looking at the hourly, the 30-minute time frame. Now we do have this 30-minute support around 182.400, but this is a weak support. What we're going to do here is, I would say, have the first target for sales at 180. That's actually a big range. That's the thing. That's 100 pip range. So let's see if we can compromise anything, because we don't know where the price is just going to fall down. What we didn't mention here is we have this support around 183, 140, 180. Drop it down to the 50-minute time frame. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have the first target at 183, 120 targeting this hourly support, but this is a really small range. But the second target for sells, a decent target, I would say this previous 4-hour resistance formed around 182.500.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.